Now, he was introduced today as the 10th coach in franchise history. And the big question on everyone's mind, Kirk Cousins and the QB position.
I know he's under contract, and I'm excited to coach him. We've already started thinking about how we're going to build those systems for him and our other quarterbacks, and really our, the tremendous skill group we have, our guys up front. It takes all 11 to move the football on offense, to run it, to throw it, to score points in the red zone. But I'm anticipating Kirk being a part of what we do.
In other news taking place around the NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reporting that Rams assistant head coach Thomas Brown will interview for a key spot on Kevin O'Connell's staff Friday, and the Broncos named Ejiro Evero as their defensive coordinator. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Andy, and I started Harry's, the shaving company that's fixing shaving. At Harry's, we keep it simple. We make sharp, durable blades and offer them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We obsess over quality so much that we do crazy things, like buy a German razor blade factory. So give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for only $3 with free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 2260 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 2260.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
And who we are is AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. It is a Friday, the 18th day of February, 2022. In the newsroom, Gene Brister. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Another beautiful day.
It is, one stacked right after another.
Yeah. I'll remember these days in July and August.
You better.
Okay.
That'll help you get through.
Yes. Yeah. Kind of makes it all worthwhile. Spoke with my sister and brother-in-law yesterday in Battle Creek, Michigan. They were expecting anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of snow overnight.
Well, it's just like here.
Yeah. And that was coming on top of rain that they had yesterday, which means there'll be a layer of ice and then anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of snow underneath that.
Yeah, and that'll be a slip, sliding away.
Slip, sliding away, yes. Paul Simon got the idea right there.
I think so.
Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
Yes, birthdays. We have some.
On my list, it says vocalist Yoko Ono.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just have to laugh at that one.
Yeah, that one always, when I think of Yoko, I think of somebody waking up their hunting dog.
Yes. Well, Yoko Ono is 89.
Wow.
Singer Herman Santiago of Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers is 81. Yeah, if you're dyslexic, then he's 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Singer Irma Thomas, 81. Actor Jess Walton is 76. Dennis DeYoung, lead singer of Styx, 75. Actor Sybil Shepherd is 72. Drummer Robbie Bachman. Guess what group he was with?
Yeah.
Bachman Turner Overdrive, or BTO.
Yeah.
He's 69.
Yeah, that was a long, for rockers, that was a long name, so I can see why they went to the acronym.
Yes.
They couldn't remember by the time they got to the end. Something like that.
Maybe they could.
Maybe.
Yeah. John Travolta is 68. Actor John Pankow is 67. Vanna White is 65. Can I buy a W? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Actor Jane Atkinson, 63. Actor Greta Sachi, 62. Actor Matt Dillon, 58. Dr. Dre is 57. He will not make a house call. Actor Molly Ringwald, Pretty in Pink, 54. Actor Ike Barinholtz is 45. Actor Christopher Polaha is 45. Actor Tyrone Burton, 43. Actor Shane Lyons, 34. Actor Sarah Sutherland is 34. And actor Myra Walsh is 34. Ready for local ones?
I'm ready.
Okay. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Angelina Barros, Eric Phillips, Michelle Solario, Dave Vance, Luli Ramirez, Adriana Aguirre, Luis Gonzalez, Veronica Bielma, Lorena Mulvihill, Rebecca Tharp Silva, Simon Robles, Jonathan Quintero, Bianca Garcia, Frank Delfino, Genaro Mercado, Lisa Monzon, Maria Zaragoza, Melissa Alvarado, Nora Sanchez, Patricia Calderon, Jose Valenzuela, and my grandson, Timothy Warren Lonis III. JJ, he's 18 today.
And he's happy that they came up with a shorter name, too, I'll bet.
Yeah, the JJ, okay, he's Timothy Warren Lonis III.
Mm-hmm.
JJ stands for Junior.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, JJ is 18 today. JJ, an all-around all-star athlete in football, in soccer, and in basketball, he's referred to as the Spider-Man. Because he is the ultimate defensive weapon. He's all over whoever has the ball.
Well, that's the way it should be.
Yeah. So, happy birthday, Jay.
Yeah, enjoy.
Yep.
18 years old. Wow.
Okay. And let's see. Anything else going on? It's another busy weekend. There are events happening all over.
Yes, and we're starting to see more and more of those events on the weekends, during the week, in the evening. You know, there's a special event for every special event.
Sure.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And we've already announced the California Midwinter Fair and Fiesta will be, it's going to happen this year.
Promise.
Yeah. And the Festival of Flight in person at NAFL Centro.
That's the word we hear.
Yeah. And, well, all sorts of events. Now, I would suggest, anyway, just be careful. You know, COVID is still with us, right?
Somewhere I've seen a COVID.
Yeah.
What does a COVID look like? I don't know.
And anyway, you know, just be careful and stay safe, right?
You definitely want to stay safe. I don't know anybody. Well, I do probably know some people but they said, yeah, I just don't want to stay safe today.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we've got news and stuff. Are you ready?
News and stuff coming up.
It's a look at World in California news headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. Yeah, it got a bit chilly this morning, and you know it's going to get hot. You know, is your AC working right? Talk to the friend in the business. We're talking about Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Brief. Secretary of State Blinken and Russia's Sergei Lavrov have agreed to meet next week to try to diffuse tensions over Russia's military buildup at the Ukraine border. But CBS's Margaret Brennan says all signs still point to Vladimir Putin ordering an invasion.
The United States says he has now upped the number of personnel to about 190,000. And they said personnel, not just troops. That's people at field hospitals, but that's also intelligence assets in and around Ukraine.
In the UK today, hundreds of flights canceled into and out of Heathrow, with wind gusts reported as high as 122 miles an hour. Parts of the roof's been ripped off at O2 Arena in London. One person killed in Ireland, one in Amsterdam. And emotionally charged words at the sentencing for former Minnesota police officer who shot Dante Wright to death. The 20-year-old's mother has just told Kim Potter she will never be able to forgive her. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news moving into the endemic phase. Governor Gavin Newsom says his administration has a plan to deal with COVID moving forward with more flexibility, allowing restrictions to be lifted and restored as hospitalization rates go up and down.
We recognize with humility that we don't know what we don't know as it relates to the future. But we have never been more prepared for that future.
Newsom saying instead of responding to infection rates, the plan places more focus on the severity of new variants. The threat of a Russian invasion of Ukraine is being called very high by the White House. NATO allies rejecting Russia's claims it's pulling troops back from the Ukrainian border. Republican Congressman Darrell Issa says Vladimir Putin is preparing to go in and the West is doing some self-examination.
Are we looking and saying we stood up to the Soviet Union for 60 years until it fell? Are we really going to let it reassemble without a shot? And that's what we're debating right now.
More dry conditions across the state, low 70s in the Bay Area, mid-40s in Lake Tahoe. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
When a nasty cold keeps you up all night, Vicks NyQuil Severe gives you powerful relief from your worst cold and flu symptoms, which changes a night like this into a night like this. That's better. NyQuil Severe. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, sore throat, stuffy head, aching, fever, best sleep with a cold, medicine. Use as directed.
Find it in the cold and flu aisle at a Walmart near you.
Yes, I'm so sorry about the wait, ma'am. I'll be with you shortly. Carrie, how many appointments did we book at 2:30?
Jin's physical therapy clinic is pretty stretched.
That was some light stretching.
He needs another PT before patients get bent out of shape.
You get fresh ice pack for Miss Davis's knee.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Friday morning. Being Friday, we have a COVID-19 update. Here's George Gale.
New numbers were released Thursday morning. The numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, the number of active COVID cases in Imperial County remain at 1,160. Deaths attributed to the virus also remained steady at 859. Number of COVID-positive patients hospitalized in the county has dropped to 62, down from the 73 reported on Tuesday. 18 of those hospitalized are in intensive care, down from 25 previously reported. There are 5 ICU beds available in the county. 32 ventilators are currently in use at the 2 hospitals. That's down from 42 reported on Tuesday. The number of variant cases remained the same as what was reported on Tuesday. Number of COVID vaccine doses administered in the county are now at over 408,000. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
You weren't having a bad dream last night. There was an earthquake just after 7 p.m. It measured 13.1 on the Richter scale, and it was centered about a little over 17 miles southeast of Mexicali. KXO News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro suggest the works. the works, including tire rotation and pressure check, brake inspection, fluid top-off, battery test, filter check, belts and hoses check, and synthetic blend oil change with up to 6 quarts of Motorcraft oil plus oil filter. You can't beat the works. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in Brawley and El Centro, ready to serve.
Well, state water officials will participate in a tour here. Here's more on this story with George.
The Imperial Irrigation District hosted the tour Wednesday. Taking the tour was Director Carla Nemeth and other officials from the California Department of Water Resources. The tour included the proposed site of the operational reservoir near the All-American and East Highline canals. They also viewed local agriculture and irrigation practices, IID water conveyance system, efficiency conservation programs, local geothermal and lithium development, and they discussed the district's Salton Sea air quality mitigation plan and pilot projects. There were also presentations on water conservation, Colorado River drought, Salton Sea, and geothermal lithium development. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Agricultural Benefit Advisory Committee meeting. It will be held at 3 this afternoon. The committee will discuss and possibly take action on modifications or changes to the Ag Benefit Scholarship Program. The public can participate in the meeting via Zoom. The Zoom information is available at the Ag Commissioner's office. That concludes this edition of Local News. Coming up, page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Soon, a third Quick Lane location. I think maybe next week we'll be able to share that information. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
And page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Friday at 4:30 p.m. And by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
In other local news, another structure fire in El Centro. Here's more on that story.
This one was reported Wednesday evening. El Centro Fire responded to the fire in the 400 block of Ross near Dogwood Road. Call came in at 6:27 Wednesday evening. When fire crews arrived, they found the vacant structure fully engulfed. Firefighters coordinated their efforts to keep the fire from spreading. They had the blaze extinguished within 30 minutes. Crews remained on scene for over 2 hours to prevent any flare-ups. No injuries were reported. Eyewitnesses reported seeing a male subject leaving the scene at the time of the incident. Fire investigators are looking for that individual. He is described as a thin-built Hispanic male in his mid-30s. He was last seen wearing a beige baseball cap, black shirt, and dark striped sweatpants. Any information on the individual or the fire should be directed to the battalion chief, Brad Chapin, at the fire department. The cause of the fire is under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And speaking of fire, a multi-alarm fire extensively damaged an Imperial house. The City of Imperial Fire Department responded to the report of smoke and flames coming from a house in the 200 block of Mazatlan Street at about 2 p.m. on Thursday. The first firefighters on the scene initiated a second alarm for mutual aid and began evacuating residents of the neighboring houses. No injuries were reported. Personnel and equipment from the City of El Centro and Imperial County assigned to the fire. Cause of the blaze remains under investigation. Well, courts, they're to reopen to the public. They're opening up again. Here's more on that story.
The decision was prompted by the decline in COVID cases. In their announcement, court officials said the decision to reopen the courts to the public was also due to the expiration of the mask mandate. Superior Court will restore full public access to its buildings, courtrooms, and public offices. On Wednesday, the courts eliminated physical distancing and other restrictions. Appointments to the civil clerk's office, access center, and law library will not be required, but they are still encouraged, as patrons with appointments will have a priority over walk-ins. Some safety protocols will remain, such as COVID screening at the court entrances, hand sanitizing stations, daily sanitizing court facilities, and any other measure to remain in compliance with all state and local COVID guidelines and mandates. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, mostly clear skies and warming temperatures will characterize the weather for the next few days. High temperatures will increase into the mid to upper 70s for the weekend. More unsettled weather is likely starting early next week, with another weather system bringing increased winds, cooler temperatures, and a chance of rain. 71 our high yesterday, 39 the low. Wind gusts peaked at 39 miles per hour. Today will be sunny with a high near 75. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 45. West wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southwest in the evening. Saturday, sunny with a high near 79. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast in the afternoon. It'll be sunny on Sunday with a high near 81. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south later in the morning. 45 degrees downtown El Centro, 39% relative humidity. Wind out of the west, 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland. That's Imperial Valley's fine dining experience. Time is running out. 0% financing on select 2021 Ford F-150 pickups and soon. El Centro Motors says don't miss out. Selection at El Centro Motors is the best it's been in a long time. There's pickups, SUV, Bronco Sports, and if you don't see it on the lot, Ford Motor Company will build it just for you. See the sales professionals at El Centro Motors for details. And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action. It went double overtime before the Heat held on and beat the Hornets 111-107. Wizards whipped the Nets 117-103. Mavericks topped the Pelicans 125-118. 76ers beat the Bucks 123-120. Clippers powered up. They rolled over the Rockets 142-111. Anthony Davis will be out at least 4 weeks after an MRI showed that the Los Angeles Lakers star has a midfoot sprain. Davis suffered the injury in the team's win against Utah on Wednesday. In other news, in other sports, Brad Keselowski took Jack Roush to victory lane for the first time since 2017 as their rebranded team showed it's ready for the Daytona 500. Keselowski and Chris Buescher won the 150-mile qualifying races at Daytona International Speedway yesterday and put them side by side, starting from the second row in NASCAR's sold-out season-opening spectacular spectacular. Greg Biffle grabbed a seat on stage and flexed a bicep as he posed for pictures and said he's ready for the Daytona 500.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, checking in with the NFL, Tom Clements, one of the coaches, Aaron Rodgers, has long credited for his development during his early days in the NFL, is coming out of retirement and will return to the Green Bay Packers as quarterback coach. Does that mean Aaron will be back with them? I don't know. Meanwhile, Arizona State quarterback Jaden Daniels has entered the transfer portal only a few months after declaring he would return to play for the Sun Devils. Daniels posted a video on social media in December announcing he'd return for a fourth season, but changed his mind. He now has entered the transfer portal. And in other news, Joaquin Nyman had an idea how Riviera was playing Thursday when he saw no one from the morning draw posting better than a 5 under 66. So Nyman went out, shot a 63 to take a 3-stroke lead. And International Olympic Committee President Thomas Bach has criticized Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva's entourage for their tremendous coldness towards the 15-year-old skater after her mistake-filled free skate at the Beijing Olympics. When I afterwards saw how she was received by her closest entourage with such what appeared to be a tremendous coldness, it was chilling to see this, Bach said in a news conference. Rather than giving her comfort, rather than trying to help her, you could feel this chilling atmosphere, this distance. Now, we're not talking about Vladimir Putin. We're talking about Valieva's coaches. Yeah, the Russian way. Olympic updates throughout the day, right here on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. stocks wavering today. Yeah, a little bit of uncertainty as investors continue to track global geopolitical developments in Eastern Europe. The Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ right now all showing red. Overnight, global markets were mostly stable. Meanwhile, mortgage rates increased again, rising to a level not seen since summer of 2019. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 3.92% in the week ending February 17th, up from 3.69% the week before, according to Freddie Mac. It has not been this high since May of 2019, when it was 3.99%. And gone are the days when Bitcoin, Ether and other cryptocurrencies could be thought of as a niche corner of financial markets. Well, right now, the Financial Stability Board, an international body that brings together regulators from 24 countries and jurisdictions, said that the fast-evolving crypto market could quickly reach a point where it becomes a threat to global financial stability due to its size, structural vulnerabilities, and growing ties to the traditional financial system. Right now, the Dow off 70 points, S&P 500 down 13, NASDAQ off 109. Oil is down 47 cents a barrel, and gold up $28 gold off $8.50 an ounce.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 75. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Tonight will be clear with a low around 45. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southwest. Saturday, sunny with a high near 79. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast in the afternoon. And financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services.
At Burgers and Beer, we want to make your every visit a great visit. We want you to have great service. We want your taste buds to dance with happiness and your thirst to be quenched. We want you to enjoy great sports and great music. But most of all, we want you to enjoy your friends, your family, your date, your business meal, your party, your mom, your dad, and even Aunt Karen. At Burgers and Beer, we're all about you. 5 locations to serve you: El Centro, Yuma, Temecula, La Quinta, and Rancho Mirage.
KXO, El Centro, California.
News on the Hour, sponsored by the Exogen Temporal Scanner. I'm Steve Kathan. Sentencing hearing going on right now in Minneapolis for former suburban police officer Kim Potter, convicted of manslaughter in the shooting death of Dante Wright during a traffic stop. Wright's mother telling the court,
a police officer who's supposed to serve and protect so much took so much away from us. She took our baby boy with a single gunshot.
Potter, who says she confused her handgun for her taser, faces just over 7 years in prison. The U.S. is convinced Vladimir Putin could order a Russian invasion of Ukraine within days. CBS's Margaret Brennan.
The United States says he has now upped the number of personnel to about 190,000. And they said personnel, not just troops. That's people at field hospitals, but that's also intelligence assets.
Vice President Harris at a security conference in Germany.
Today we will discuss a number of issues that surround our shared concerns about Russia's activities and the responses that we are prepared to make.
Several parts of the country are dealing with the aftermath of a winter storm system that packed a lot more than snow.
Severe storms, including possible tornadoes, caused damage across Mississippi and Alabama. It was a close call for Layla Franks when the wall of a drugstore collapsed in Macon, Mississippi.
I heard and saw the wall start shaking, completely shaking like it was thundering outside, and I took off running through. We have a back door that the employees go in through. I just ran as fast as I could back to the back.
Several areas of the mid and deep south also saw flash flooding from torrential rain. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
Overseas, a storm with strong winds is battering Britain and Ireland. London Mayor Sadiq Khan says flights have been canceled and thousands don't have power.
You could have a situation where trees are falling down, where there's debris flying around roof tiles, garden furniture, scaffolding, and other debris, and that leading to the potential of real harm to Londoners.
Chaotic scene on a Greek ferry boat today. 11 people reported missing after a fire broke out in the vehicle hold. 300 people on board were evacuated. Well, CBS's Linda Kenyon tells us here in the U.S., some Apple workers have been talking union.
Employees at least 2 Apple stores are preparing to file paperwork with the National Labor Relations Board, and 6 more locations are doing the same. The unionizing effort at Apple comes as employees at other large corporations, including Amazon and Starbucks, are already taking similar steps.
And checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 126 points. The NASDAQ is down 139. S&P 500 down 22. This is CBS News.
If you're checking for fever, the leading sign of COVID-19, beware of dangerously inaccurate non-contact thermometers. Instead, learn about Exergen at Exergen.com.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it'd be too difficult or take too much time? Then try Babbel. Whether you want to learn Spanish for future travel plans, French to connect with extended family, or maybe German to land a new job, Babbel works because it's built around real life. It teaches you everyday practical conversations that you'll actually use. All you need is 15 minutes a day, and you'll be on your way to confidently speaking a new language in just a few weeks. Babbel is designed by real language experts using a modern conversation-based technique that makes learning fun, engaging, and best of all, memorable. It starts by teaching you words and phrases. Then sentences gradually get more complex. Soon you're practicing short conversations about real-life topics. And with 14 languages to choose from and lesson topics like travel, business, relationships, and more, you'll be sure to learn what matters most to you. Babbel, language for life. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
A Hollywood star is writing a memoir about transitioning.
Page, who still stars as a female character in Netflix Umbrella Academy, will tell his story in Page Boy. Flatiron Books says the memoir will delve into Page's relationship with his body and his experiences as one of the most famous trans people in the world. The publisher says the book will also cover mental health, assault, love, sex, and, quote, the cesspool that Hollywood can be. It will be released next year. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Lawyers for Prince Harry say he doesn't want to bring his children to his British homeland because it's not safe. He's launched a legal challenge to the government's refusal to let him personally pay for police protection when he comes to Britain. Without the right security, Harry says it could be dangerous for his son and daughter. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Present to you with this year's Choice YouTuber Award,
Carroll Buckley.
Prepare to get rocked.
That was unbelievable. AM 1230 KXO. 1230